So yes, I have played through it. Do I remember anything? Not really. I don't remember that much of it. I know the first case is really easy, but I didn't play through the full game when it was on Game Boy Advance. Only because, you know what? Let's switch this over. Only because it was getting long. I don't know why I dropped it because the game is good. It's really good. I don't know why I just dropped off. But all right. Oh, we're gonna go ahead. And I got some other surprises that's gonna be coming in down the line. It's actually this weekend. Show it off. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start a new game. Be aware there will be some saves coming down the line, especially for probably some of the holidays. Just so because I will. Ace of oh. I mean, I know it was the trilogy. I didn't know the go out of the order. I mean, isn't justice for all what follow? Which one should I play for? I mean, which one is which though? Okay, I'm just gonna go with Ace Attorney because I know there is one that's I guess a prequel. Maya, not Maya. No. Yeah, I think her name is no, Maya's when you play as the older sister, but I don't know which one is that one though. Because it's kind of like a prequel to it, because I know the first one that I think the US got was just Ace Attorney, and then I think they went back later on and did the other one, like before Ace Attorney. So I don't know, but hold on. Let me do the thing because I forgot to and butterfly myself out that I was screaming. I was screaming. You know, the thing is that I actually have been utilizing this too. It is only available to the package. But it's really good. Just round of work and diving into case coverage away. This courtroom drama, it's still fine. I'll solve it in 3 days or less guaranteed. I like this spot. I like Frosty. Frosty too. Awesome. I love it. All right. Let's play this game. Episode 1, the first turn. I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like Emma. So yes, looking at this point of view, we know who did it. All right. August 3rd, my first day on the job. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Yeah, that was her name. That's her name. Oh, hiya, Chief. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean this case? Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to go. It's over. My life, everything is all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. Over? I'm finished. Finished! I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Newspaper said it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That, and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. I like the updated drawing, the line art and stuff. Of course, it's not as glorious like it was on GBA. But the GBA version just gave it that charm. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Harry Butts. Hey, Santa. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial. Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Well, that's nutty but correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait, uh-oh. No, wait, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up there? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. You know what? That's a clue. That is a clue. That has happened to me. I think it's still a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay? R1 is your friend. Cindy's our Popsy. Positive, lots of blood, trauma. No last name? Cindy? Okay. Remember to check it off. Look for me, please. I beg you. Right, it's the victim in this case. Cinder block of Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now, tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. These are all my questions. There's no reason why we should. You seem much more relaxed this week. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court as what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thief. It was found lying on the floor, next to the victim. I see. The court is set into evidence. Second. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R1 button to check the court records. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Ahem. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone call or seeing me. Ever. Hi, Lucienne. How are you, sweetie? What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dump. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Okay, passport. Passport apparently arrived on Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Indeed. He appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes, older men who give her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of Tell me, Mr. Butts, what did you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Harry has a way of running his mouth. Should I wait and see what happens or stop him from answering? Just stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That's cheat. That cheating she-dog. Shut up, Butts. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motives is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Go. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. Uh-oh, he went. What do I do? Answer, no, I'll send him the signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. No use lying about it. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? I just imagined that in Robin Williams' genie voice. I remember that scene. What do I do? Tell the truth. The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Swat to the stand. Mr. Swat, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Swat, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw the day of the murder. All right, now we gotta pay attention. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. And I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I yelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to the nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Swat used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your sewer. Blackout record added. This electricity to Mrs. Stone building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? All right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at which there's bound to be a contradiction in it. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradiction in evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R1 button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Alrighty. I was going door-to-door selling subscriptions when I saw a man flee in an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Hey Suna, how are you? Thinking it was strange, I moved inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Press him on this, because how would he know she was dead if he never went into the apartment? So that's the question. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside, but you already saw her there not moving, so dead. So you already assumed that she was dead instead of being like, hey, are you okay? So let's press it. Are you sure she was dead? Just got off work. I'm doing good. I'm actually doing very well. Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere. I guess it wouldn't look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in our apartment wasn't working. But she didn't go inside. So you didn't touch anything in the apartment? Yes. I mean, no. Nothing. Okay, what happened next? I thought the call was immediate. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. The phone in her apartment wasn't working? Yes. I mean, no, it wasn't. Right. But you said you didn't go into the apartment, or did you? Oh, that, I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on the shelf in the entrance. I reached inside and tried using that to call. And that phone wasn't working, right? What happened next? But okay. Why, if you're in an apartment complex, why would you go all the way to a nearby park to make the call instead of just going to a next door neighbor or within the apartment complex? Why use a public phone? Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone. And being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartment. Right. What time did you call again? I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. How would he know what the time is if the building, the electricity was out from noon to 6? So how would he know the time?
Objection!
This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in this statement. How exactly are the evidence and they aren't. Wait, really? Wow, really? I would have thought it would have been this, because how would you know the time and it's from noon to 6 p.m.? So how would you know the time? Oh, I should have used this. So she died in between 4 and 5. I used the wrong evidence.
Objection!
There we go. You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of her death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was nobody no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this, reality? Yeah, she's sweating. Oh, that. Oh, this is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. No, he said for sure that he did. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Swap. Why are you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Great job, Frank. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always to get more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I'll remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of the you gotta save. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. It wouldn't have been coming to the again. We're running to the issue. That's where the electricity is. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching the video of the TV program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on the tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television.
Hold it!
Are you sure it was a television and not a radio? Well, no, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. video? Yes, that would explain why the time was wrong. True, true. Right. I think the problem lies somewhere else. We agreed that you heard the time at the scene then. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Okay, so yes, I'm save stomach. I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna say is this, but I'm also going to use the blackout.
Objection!
Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. Well, the defense has a point. You have an explanation for this. No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Smith. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Then, and you seem rather distraught. Oh, the toupee though. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Smith. Let's hear your testimony once more. Nah, he never. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense that doesn't, Judge, that still doesn't make sense. The time, there was a blackout, and so nothing would have been on the clock. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. So, the murder weapon. He said there was a table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon. So he said, yeah, it's the murder weapon, right? So let's take a look at what the murder weapon is. The murder weapon is the statue. It's rather heavy. So, how would you know this is a clock? Because you can't tell by looking at it. And again, we still run into the whole blackout situation.
Hold it!
The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something? Something fishy here. So yeah.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't the clock. It was the statue. The statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? You with your objections and your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Swift. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. But how would you know? I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, right? It appears that the testimony is correct. It is. Do you have any problem with this testimony now? Yes, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's pulse. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Swift. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Let's look at the witness's face. Does the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, and he threw the toupee off. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Burn to the ground. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright. Your Honor, the claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is writing. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Swift heard was definitely a fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8 o'clock. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker. So, you've heard the clock. What are your conclusions? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Swift heard and the actual time. So, Mr. Swift, try to talk your way out of this. You forgot one thing. What he's talking about now. While it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Yeah, I was so close. Wright. It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Swank Surratt. I come all this way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Surratt. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Thank you. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove it. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? And you think of a reason as to why the clock was 3 hours slow. So, we already said that she was in Paris. She literally came back the day that she was murdered. So you know there is a time difference. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 3:30 the day before the murder. She was already in another country, another city. So I would say the passport because this is the only evidence we also have. Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is running slow. Passport.
Take that!
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours back. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Split? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? And phones at the house and pass out. Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away. Very well. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the truth and culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butt, not guilty. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Swift was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Swift let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Swift grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought the whole battle in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen a chief looking this happy. She's this glad. Imagine how Larry must be. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. Bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was never mind. Look, no judgment. Nobody deserves that kind of treatment, whatever their occupation is. So yeah. It doesn't matter that she was that. Look, she was an escort with a modeling gig on the side, but hey, she knew what she was doing. She had a lifestyle that she wanted to support. She had a lot of sugar daddies. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh, no, I couldn't. I was the one who got you off. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. So intimate. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't it just make me want to cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. The thing.
Take that!
Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock. You think so? It's pretty heavy clock to take travel. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? For me? We'll drink a toast to innocent books. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him? Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe so, my first child came to a book. Larry slapped me on the back and said, gee, Dick, it's good to have friends. But I'm pretty sure he's not your case, unless you count the clock. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Turnabout 1 is done. Yay! A brand new episode has been added. Episode 2, Turnabout Sisters. All right. That was a good starter. Give me a minute. I am going to go get something to drink because I forgot that this game is not voice acted except for the objection and takes that. So, give me a second. I'm going to go get something to drink and then we're going to get started some more on episode 2. I'll be right back. All right, I have returned. All right, time for. Go back. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? Oh, sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. I'm just teasing. I'm great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. It's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence clean. I got you. So, what is it? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the finger, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like the toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I have to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way. Yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis. So I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 p.m. Alright, September 5th, 8:57. Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Fay, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the finger that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You are not coniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I am so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell. And again, the thinker. Red, white, blue. America. September 5th, 908. Uh-oh, I'm late. Hey, Jay, how are you doing? Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. I can't say words. What's that smell? I'm well, just a bit tired. Oh, understandable. I think today was that day. Yesterday was a really, really stressful day for me. Like, I still pushed out like my workout or whatnot, but I woke up this morning and I was like, oh yeah, this is a rest day. Like, I am not trying to get any type of goal because my shoulders were burning, my lower back, my lower back was just burning and like just really, really, really sore. So I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be a stretch day. Like, I'm not trying to burn myself out and I'm not trying to hurt anything. So yeah. Yeah, so one thing you have to do, like, again, as I said before, listen to your body. Listen to your body. What's this? What? Mia. Maybe she's in her office. That smell. Blood. Sis. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Who are you? Strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Shards of glass were scattered on the floor. It seemed to be layers of glass lights. No clues here. There's a large building right across from the office. The Bakewater Hotel. Nice luxury. How ironic that this became murder again. It hasn't been 3 days yet, Rainbow. It's not even the end of the 3 days. Can't get your money back. This is day one. She's scared. Simple. start seeing her like this, but if there are any clues, struck on the head with a blunt object. He probably died instantly. Why did it must have been a murder? It went away. It looks like the statue, but it's actually a clock made out of very Huh, there's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of glass nightstand lying broken in the back of the nothing else that seems like a clue. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hand. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Find out what that girl was doing here. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right here on that sofa. Uh-oh. I hope she didn't run on me. Yikes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, who are you? Okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya. So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt? Never thought there would be evidence like this outside. She seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her. Can you tell me what happened? Sis was already dead. So, you're the thief's sister. I'm her younger sister. And we were here late at night. Yes. She said she wanted to be evidence. Yes. What's that called? It was the thinker. About the thinker. The thinker. That was sis. Asked her about the murder. Hey, thank you. Yay, it's a murder off the sheet of the case. Thank you so much, Lisa, for 29 months today. I really do appreciate your support. Yes, off the sheet is on the case. Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote on the back of it. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name? Please, calm down. Just write my name. Now I better hurry up and call the police. You couldn't cram more legal books in here, even if you wanted to. You can gaze upon the shelves without feeling them. and call it a mistake. I, on the other hand, call it a mistake. Oh, let's see what the boss said. Freaking prostitute. Sent a very own murder officer on location to track the case of loyalty wide open with a 29-month subscription. Looks like they're not just solving cases, but also the mystery of how to be an amazing supporter. Let's keep the afterward game and something going strong. I am. Okay. Eat. This sofa is fine. That's real luxury. The reception desk. I usually sit here. The small wagon that's cluttered with office supplies. Oh, it's in the office. All the chief support documents package. This is where she filed her case records and ruling. Surprisingly, she was never good with her sheet. About all she used PC was picked up along with some garage sales practically nothing. They and company live. Everything is written. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right. I better call the police. That's funny. Look at the screws on the seat. It looks like someone was tapping to take one out. Police? Please, come quick. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding the phone in her hand. The phone receiver is It's kind of funny about that though. It's been some minutes. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. All right, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. See? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. But there was no murder, though. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me. Eek. This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's not me. What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. Okay. What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. I'm so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk about. Lisa is up to her. I gotta give it to her. It's up to you. To me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble. You're never going to believe me, are they? Even you found me in the office. You looked at me like I hadn't done it. Like that? No, I never thought. It's okay, I understand. I've also heard about you. Heard what about? I was speaking to my sister on the phone the other day. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? He's a genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get into trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia, I know. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform. Acolyte? Like people with religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit in training. Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. So you're medium in training. And that's right. The Faye family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit. Wait a second. You said Faye family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountains with all her career she had. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait. What? So, you're a real, honest, goodness, spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yes, in training. Well, if you contact Mia's spirit then, we can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on my own. I thought that would be too easy. Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. That clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. How could there have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember being right here in her own voice. Her own voice. Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it. Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things. So, say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, I just remembered. I took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him. I'll write you a note so you don't forget. Okay? Sure. Thanks. Minus me. Conversation I had with my sister recorded on my cell phone. Something the matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was in trouble, I should call him. Well, I'm in trouble. Maybe you could go ask him to represent me. Sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Hey, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. Call tomorrow, 10 at 10. Gee, I forgot how fast the trials happen in this game. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if that guy refuses? He told me that if I don't find one, the state will turn into defend me. When will that happen? Give me until 4 this afternoon. They literally just arrested you. Busy hours. Better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Did you tell me more about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking. I kind of got used to it. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's me, Dr. Larry. It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the home? It was right around 9. The lights were off and it smelled blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks. That's all I need to hear from you. September 6th. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'll be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention running an office like this. I guess I'll just have to come back later. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it practically is giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Got that pledge. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. Mahogany. Okay, I guess this is it. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for you. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? Guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. You're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were Detective Gumshoe, Suede Shoes, Gumtree. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the result, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. All right. You can see the report. That's all. All right. Single blunt force trauma death was instantaneous. So, if you remember in the prologue before everything went down, Gumshoe was like, with her last dying breath, she wrote her name. But looking at the cause of death, it was single blunt force trauma, and death was instantaneous. So she would not have time to write anything. It was instant death. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one child you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city's put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth. I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, do you know him? Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course I do. Yeah, I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain, he doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty. Don't talk about him that way. You make him barely sound human. Still, I'm afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at an incredibly young age of 20. Of course, there are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost an abnormal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Mia's favorite potted. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could remember. Borderline pal. Who was that? He knows the name of it. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Kind of interesting how that hotel is right across the way, right? Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing is missing is Mia. Like, really interesting how that hotel is across the way and how everything went down. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is that Mia probably read all of this. I did all the talking. Let's move. Okay, nothing is going on here still. back to the office. Ah, this. I was wondering, did you see Maya Faye's cell phone? Oh, that? I have it. Do you think you could give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight or tell him not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with these guys, but what should I tell him? Something the matter? Oh no, that carrier strap on the cell phone. This? It says the Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. The Steel Samurai, that action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the prison. That's what she said? Yes. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. By a cell phone. See from Detective Thumbs. Check the court records to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yes. Thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways now. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. Witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyery tricks on me now. She's not to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. So we have the conversation. Alright, so basically this is the whole conversation. Alright, let's do a save. Okay, something is up with the controller because it's like a delay. Why is she like curled up like a cat? Well, hello there, handsome. Hi, smooth, real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Hello yourself. Come to my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Go freshen up so I can look a part of a beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine that one. Oh, look, a screwdriver. Didn't we just say that the phone in the office has some screws? Luke, why do you got a screwdriver? There's a screwdriver stuck in the phone. I wonder what's inside. Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize the face from a distance. Ah, still see. Still see me. Wait, should that be sunlight? Whatever. One of those is hanging on. Flowers are fake, is expected. But no sunflowers. That's about what's in the floor. So can't check this because she's gonna freak out on us if we simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing like it here. Hmm. Do you think you can tell me something? I need to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. I don't know if the music has gotten louder, but it's hard to hear. Oh, I'm sorry. It probably has. Because some of the music in the game is a bit, I can turn it down though, because I'm going to be mostly talking anyway. Is that better, Jay? I know some particular songs in this game, because I remember when it was on Game Boy Advance, like some of it was like annoyingly loud, so you did have to adjust the volume and stuff a lot on that. I'm sorry. I turned it down just a little bit more. I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. If I need to turn it down some more, let me know. And Tempered Rathalos sucks. Oh yes. Now, you think that one's bad? Wait till you get to Guardian Rathalos sucks. I mean, they're the same, but still. It's like the Guardian is more annoying for some reason. Alright, I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observed. Incident. You sound just like a lawyer in the movie. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Oh, not encourage her. You know that thing that occurred, happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please? Goes to craft a bow and solve a case. Let me see. Well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No, hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. You'll just have your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives, like on TV, like on television. Oh, no, not me. I'm, just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Alright. There is really nothing. I don't think there's really anything that I can do with her. She's not gonna tell me. Alright, let's move. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Noob 6915 Noob. My Mia, she's there. Yes. Poor Mia. I was not, when I first played this, I was not expecting for her to go out like that. Like, dude, we just got her. I thought she was such a cool character. Oh, it sucks. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out by the statue. Again, the statue is the culprit once again. Well, maybe I should just wait for him to come back. She didn't. She honestly did not. I know there is another game. There is another game that you can play as her before. I don't know the name of that game. Did it even come to the US? Because I remember it was something like a prequel that you actually played as her when she was a junior lawyer. Yeah, you can tell me the game because I was trying to one figure that one out. Like you can just tell me the name of the game. Oh crap! I I really wish I would have known. I could have looked that up, but I wish I would have known that because I probably would have played that one first. Oh, that sucks. It just kind of sucks because when you start the trilogy game, really, it's only two. Oh boo. Okay. Well, I really wish when you start the trilogy though, it would land on Trials and Tribulation instead of Ace Attorney, because I know that Ace Attorney was like the first one that came to the U.S., which is probably why they just put it as the starting one. Okay. I mean, I'll play it after I get done with this one. Well, not this case, but the whole game itself. If that wasn't the most over the top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. So you're the one that says has been looking for me? It's the third one? So wait, it's gonna be Ace Attorney, then Justice for All, and then Trials and Tribulations? Huh. Okay. I will go in that order. I'll go in that order then. So you were the one that says I've been looking for me? Yeah, I know the two cases take place in the past. Yes, that's me. He even looks grander than I imagined. Hmm? That badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? I didn't know it was just two cases though, so boo. I just knew that there was a game, a prequel to Ace Attorney, and I was like, oh, cool. I just didn't know it was like just two cases though. Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. I wish I can do the Foghorn Leghorn voice because I was so good at to him. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. You're sweating. What's wrong? Ah, yes. Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? A cha-cha. What? A cha-cha? What? I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. You just said you weren't doing nothing, though. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Need to talk to you, sir. How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Faye's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. but I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? No, we'll talk some more. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Like their apprentice. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see her in her eyes. Followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back. That's quite a pain. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it. No, I won't sell it. Not even to you. I wasn't interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. All right. So he pretty much said he ain't doing it. So we about to move back to the detention center. Maya. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find a lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young, and I don't know where my mother is. I don't know if she could still be alive. The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I've had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself, up on that mountain. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite the stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow. So what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Gee. The police consultant with I can't English today. The police consultation with the medium had been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That's his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I'm defending you, Maya! I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you, girl. And someone else is the culprit, too. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it will be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? And the way the lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than that, she has no one left to help her. And nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one. Let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Is there anything that I have? Smile for the camera. Bless you. The guards monitored his. He hasn't moved it in. Real pro. Okay, we've done all the subjects with her, so. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you have no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. God! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Examine the drawer! There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. Oh, what did I find? What do we have here? A wiretap? Why do you have a wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all of this. I know it. All right. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Uh-oh, time to scram. I look forward to going with you tomorrow, Miss May. Tangoing? That's a word? Tangoing? In court. Okay, that was the day before the trial. All right, what did Frosty say? Oh, that dog, stop it. All right, intrigued by Maya's family incident, follow to unravel mysteries with our sheep detective. Unlike Jacinta's bow crafting, solving these cases take more than 3 days, but hey, at least there's no tempered Rathalos to worry about here. Newscast update. The chat's been buzzing with sound issues, but Koji Shakura's Sheep Squad is still on the case. Jacinta's bow crafting adventure begins as Noob mourns Mia's untimely demise by statue. Cozy remains undeterred, promising to crack cases beyond 3 days. No, before 3 days. 3 days or your money back. Under 3 days or your money back. And remember, no Temper Rathalos worries here. Sheep Detective Agency. I love it. I love this spot. All right, get a sip of water. Short dude, go brush your teeth, please. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court. Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you. The defendant, Mrs. Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of the homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map to the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Mrs. Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There was 2 people there already. The defendant, Mrs. Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Mrs. Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Mrs. Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in the testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I should have expected Maya to know some of her sister's tricks. All right, let's give it a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Oh. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence. She did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and I'm sure, and she sure isn't pink, pal. I mean, she's very pink. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results shows that it was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the crime scene with my very own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Okay, I am gonna be save scumming. Just so y'all know and y'all don't be mad. So how could you do that? I'm save scumming, okay? So I have an issue with this part here. Because in Mia's autopsy report, it said death was instantaneous. So how would she have time? It's a single blunt force. So we understand that the thinker can be a weapon in anybody's hands if they have enough force behind it. But the cause of death, it says single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. So how did she have time to write this on back on a piece of paper? So I'm going to present this. Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain the autopsy? When? The day after the murder. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being, the autopsy report is outdated. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way. Okay, the thing I don't like about that, you get the results that morning, but you're not sharing. It's evidence. Like, everybody should know about this. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. But why so cleanly? That is all. I see. You, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Hot son of a biscuit. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? This is the actual cool newscast. Who is that idiot morning over Mia Fey? Oh. Look, Mia did not deserve it. Hashtag Mia did not deserve it. Okay? Something you want to say? You're a sham, Edgeworth. Edgy boy. Oh, my nose. No, it's using, okay, so this is basically it's a chat bot called frostytools.com. And I'm having it to log in under my account so that way it's able to use my emotes and everything like that. So it just pops up with my name. So yeah, I didn't type all that. It actually takes context clues from what the chat is typing in the chat and also what I'm saying and the game and everything that I'm playing as well. Yeah, you should try it out. It is, if you stream, it is frostytools.com. It's a really, really cool site, a really cool chat bot. It keeps basically like your chat entertained and everything like that. You can choose from a plethora of styles that you wanted to speak into your chat. Welcome back, Jay. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Autopsy report updated. Yeah, Frosty Tools is awesome. So you can have it where it will speak in your chat saying Frost. It will come up as just frostytools.com, as in Frosty Tools DOTCOM, or you can have it signed into your account so that way you don't have to worry about paying a sub to the bot so they can use your emotes, because you can give it like so many emotes so they can use in the message. So I just have it use my name so that way it can use my emotes freely. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call this next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh, this music. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Order. An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from Fay & Company law offices? That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman like dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. Again, that's all I saw. Every little itsy bitsy. And boobs bouncing. Booba. Well, Your Honor, I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Disappointed in you, Judge. Had faith in you. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Mrs. Mia Fay's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'll gladly proceed with the cross-examination. only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. It was like 9 at night. I looked out the window. Why did you do that? Huh? Why? Like, why what? Why would you look out the window? Were you expecting to see something? Oh, well, gee. What? That's it? Can't get out of the question that easily. I sort of, you know, had a feeling. Well, I have a feeling she's trying to avoid the question. Maybe I should press a little harder on this one. Let's see how far I can run with it. Surely, you must have had a reason to look out your window at this time of night. Ugh. Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness. Badgering? You insist on needling her with these trivial questions. I really don't think it should be allowed. Hey, Rook. Yeah, stop him! Ah! The poor girl! Order! Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Poor girl? What about poor me? You looked out the window. What did you see next? I didn't know Phoenix Wright got down like that. And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The woman with long hair, that was Maya Fey? Uh-huh, slender, sort of. Well, some people might say pretty if that's your thing. Your thing? And the person attacking her? The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. How do you know she was the defendant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a girlish physique. What? Know these things? Look, I just know, okay? There was only one person at the scene of the crime with a short, girlish figure. The testimony is bulletproof. He's right. I want to question this. Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm wanting to bet that you saw nothing. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yeah, well, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But, still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. Oh, yes, we do, because we were there. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink. Your testimony again. Damn, almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That kind of statue clock. The thinker, I think. How? How would you? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? Yes, it does startle me because I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Hmm. Mm.
Hold it!
Is that right as in your right as you look from the hotel? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with the weapon. I saw it. I did.
Hold it!
Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? That clock, the kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think?
Hold it!
Clock? Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm onto something now. Yeah, boy. That clock, that kind of statue-y clock? The thinker, I think? So, question is, we have already figured this out in the first case. If you were just looking at this, you would not know that this is a clock unless you have used it, or you sound it with a little switch. So how would she know that this is a clock? Save some. Well, there are two places I kind of want to look at, because she said she ran to the right, right? So, if she ran to the right, why is there a broken lampshade and everything is disrupted on the left? So, there's kind of two things I want to bring up. It's like I kind of want to present it here. Nope, it's not it. It doesn't. I think I'm on the right track, but okay, let me go back to clock. Well, that looks so. Yep, okay.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now is quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. But there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concern. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Miss Wright. No, I will not. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? What? That's because I heard it? Yes, I heard it. I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Faye & Co. No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. The law office of Faye & Co., where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the call. And I can already debunk that. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Nope. No, Your Honor. I can't give up. Now, I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly... Let's take a look right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to courtroom the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar. Fat? That's all you took from that? Well, Miss May? Tis, tis. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty? Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock must have been empty after she heard it. And that is exactly what happened, Your Honor. I can prove you wrong, Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Oh, impossible. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone? Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of the conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? The detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. That look, though, gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So, you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded, which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, wasn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was it again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. The witness claims she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen this clock before. This was made by Larry. Larry made two, precisely, one for the ex-girlfriend and one for himself. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock, only to exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ooh, good one, Phoenix. Oh, excuses not on sale today? Just like Audacity. Oh. What is it, you porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Damn. Calm down. Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Wink. It's scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Look at this look, though. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor, allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... You heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap that we found in her room. Have a look at this. Oh, that. I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Mrs. Mia Faye's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Oh, gotta be honest, I kind of like the original, more pixel style look at the HD. I said the exact same thing. I like the pixel style more. Like, this is too clean. This is too clean. Kind of how I feel about Hajime no Ippo style. Like the newer seasons, it's like it's too clean. It's like the more pixel look just gives it a more cozy, comfy feel. I don't know. It's weird. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Actually, she did say it was a clock. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the clock was, what the weapon with the clock was. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer. It's no fair. All of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, so I'm the bad girl? Is that it? Is that it? Wah. That did it. The court seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Because she didn't do anything. I know for sure that she didn't go over to do anything. I think because if you look in her hotel room, she has 2 champagne glasses out. I'm thinking that this was a 2-person job, basically. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't trippity trappity irrelevant? Yeah, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that. And of course, I can and will. You can't be serious. No way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold. Like, you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. I didn't say she was on there. I just said why she was wiretapped. So basically, she set herself up an alibi. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Faye, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Okay. I don't know if we should call the bellboy as a witness or She did bring him up. And I don't think there's I don't think there's really anything I can bring up with her. The only thing I can really think of is questioning the bellboy, maybe. Not sure. Also, hold on just a second. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna have to call the bellboy as a witness. The defense would like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer. Thus, she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Mrs. Maya Faye. That is my condition. What? As much crime stuff as I watch, I'm bad at these games. I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya would be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? All right, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Uh-oh. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. Yes, sweetie. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Still got his tray with tea and cookies. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea is rather heavy. So without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. You gotta put it down. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for iced coffee to be brought up to her at 9 on the dot. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved in the murder now, Maya would be finished. I'm the head bellboy at the Fine Watergate Hotel, Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. Okay. So another thing that I'm already mad about, but not mad about, I'm already suspicious about. So I received a call at 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought her at 9 on the dot. So she asked specifically for it to be brought up at 9. And said, I brought it to her precisely as requested at the time. Nine on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. But if you remember in her previous testimony, she said that she was looking outside her window at 9 o'clock. So which is it? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished. 9. The time of the murder. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time and delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, our guest herself. You were sure it was Miss May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More like a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? She did that to really plant and leave an impression for her alibi. I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor. It was a moment I shall never ever forget. Yeah, because she flirted the hell out of him. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk, tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen. Can I? Wait. Please wait. Yes? Does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay. This is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Okay. Check-in, room service, or bed making? I know he does room service. And he was in the room. So I would say room service because he's the bellboy. Say some. Tell me again about the room service. Again, sir? At exactly 9, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skimp on the ice, sir. Oh, for 2? What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object. That was objectionable. Edgeworth, what's wrong? Can't use your words. Nope. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good register here, Mr. Edgeworth, who... and Edgeworth coached him. Adrian, supposed to be going to bed, baby. He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked. Ugh. Aha! You fool! You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hope that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oh, Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. Right. What a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this porch. Ugh! Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. What did it say? Objection. Not following Cozy Shakura is a crime against coziness. Don't be like the suspicious bellboy or butler that Fool the Rook mentioned. Be a star witness to these epic cases by hitting that follow button. You won't want to miss a single objection or dramatic point. I love this thing. I love this spot. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Say. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. Lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. That's what I was missing. May's testimony added to the court record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. All right, to be continued. All right, y'all. I am going to end this here, and we're going to continue this tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so I may do either a longer stream or get up a little bit earlier. Not get up a little earlier, but maybe start a little bit earlier. It depends on how I feel and what I'm doing at that time. Oh, okay, so we got through day 1 on episode 2. Oh, my back. But all right. I need to get some stuff done before I go to bed for tonight. So I am going to go ahead and end it here. I'm glad that you guys came out tonight and everything. I appreciate it. I really do. All right, what I am going to do, I am going to send you guys over to, let me see. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. I'm going to send you guys over to... They are not. All right. I'm going to send you guys over to Soraya Hime for tonight. She is playing Final Fantasy XIV, and she has raid tonight. a little bit later. Right now, I think she is just doing like roulette at this time, right before she gets ready to go in. But all right, you guys have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.